But I did want to pick your brain a little bit, Brad. I heard you in the first half of the show. I was driving around listening. I heard you talk about Candace, and you say
Yeah.
you've been how you watch her stuff pretty regularly.
I do, yeah.
I used to watch her stuff regularly, and I'm in the same boat as you, to where I was kind of compelled somewhat, but and I knew she was grifty and not the most, but I don't know. I kind of summed up to maybe just being kind of a dumb bitch, you know?
Yeah.
You know, bitches be tripping,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
But at a certain point, I was just like, what am I even doing getting information from here? Because it becomes so sloppy, and it gets to where it's schizophrenic. I can't keep up.
100%.
And I'm someone who believes a lot of the shit she's saying.
Yep.
And I'm kind of curious. One thing that's kind of made me regret my not paying attention to her bullshit anymore is this little docu-series she's doing on Erica Kirk, because I do buy a lot of that bullshit. I do buy a lot of that shit there with Erica Kirk. So I'm kind of curious where she's going. And I've also kind of had this theory, and I'm not original here. I've heard a lot of people say this, that this was going to be kind of let's be real, a Sandy Hook type thing. And what she's doing, this idea of we're going to make things be verboten. Mm-hmm. And it literally is just kind of a redux of Sandy Hook. We find some awful thing that you're not supposed to do, this crazy cultural faux pas, questioning the children of a mass shooting. What would be the next closest thing? A widow of a mass shooting?
A libertarian questioning why Dave Smith didn't run for president.
Yeah. But yeah, then we have we have this we have Candace questioning Erica Kirk, and seemingly almost implying that she murdered her husband.
Yes.
And so it seems like that's the obvious. I mean, we have some of the other stuff going on, whether the French Macron bitch or whatever has a wiener or not. That's kind of going on in the background that might tie into all this. But that seemed to be that would be the easy one that everyone goes, oh my God, oh my stars and garters.
Yeah.
Something happens to kind of really be like, holy shit, that's beyond the pale. What do you think? Has it how's this docuseries? Has it been bullshit? Has it been pretty on the nose?
It's been hard to get
think?
through. It's been her talking about the distant relatives of her. One of the things she's focused on has been Charlie Kirk, and sorry, sports fans, guys. Charlie Kirk said in an interview that Erica is a relative of Vince Lombardi, and I think that that's true, even though we can't. And she literally said, even though we can't prove it, Charlie said it, and it's true. And it's just so distant from what you're at. It's these threads of shocking details that are unverifiable, that have no connection to an actual
my grandma
theory.
Says I'm related to Geronimo, but go on.
Right. So you killed Charlie Kirk, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's what's always bothered me about her is I have, since I came across TPUSA, since I came across Candace Owens, I have called them out as being grifters, one and the same, and doing the same thing I've always done. All of a sudden, time passes and I'm still doing it, and all of a sudden I'm a 7K shill. And I'm like, well, please, somebody send me the 7K, because I'm not getting it from any. It's other reasons that I have a problem with it. It pisses me off when there'll be a very valid reason to call something out that Candace says, and then you see Ben Shapiro.
Shill, Brad. You're a Fed. You're into the Fed slop. That's what you're into. You're a 7K
Fed
shill.
slop, right? Which literally,
different. You're Fed slop.
So
you're not 7K club. These
I
are
hate
different things.
the Fed slop makes me want to plow my head through a brick wall when I hear people say Ian Carroll's so profound. God damn it, he's so fucking profound. God. I'm just dude, it's such con artistry, and I get what people are doing, but what pisses me off is when there's something obvious it's a problem, and then you'll see the people who are the Zionists or the Ben Shapiros that will pick up on it and then do the most stereotypical thing that will discredit a very valid point, and everybody else is. I'm like, I can't say that very valid point anymore because now all these people are saying it. You know what I mean? So I said to you earlier, Austin, a way to get somebody to disprove something, to not believe something is true, is to get someone who they hate to say it.
Right.
And I'm just and that's what's happening. And so the Erica Kirk thing is Erica's a weird. Very weird person. Erica Kirk seems to me to be a social climber. She seems like she has a weird background, but none of it to me, according to Candace's story, is evidence of any crime. And like what Candace is doing to me is what Candace has always done. Like Candace, look, I'm gonna allege this. This is my podcast, your podcast. What Candace always says, this is my podcast. I can say anything I want. That's what she always says. Candace made up claims, in my opinion, when she was in high school about being called the hard R. And she ended up getting a $50,000, or it's a little bit less than that, settlement from the board, the school board. And people don't realize this part about it. The FBI came in and did a forensic analysis on what these alleged phone calls were, where she was being called the hard R. And they couldn't actually determine who said any of it. So nobody actually got charged for that. That's why they had to go do a civil lawsuit. And what it reads to me, I can't prove this, but based on my experiences, it reads to me like something that was made up based on a grievance is what it reads to me. And it reads to me as a black girl having a grievance based on what I've seen about Candace and realizing what she could do there and people don't want to deal with it. Then you fast forward, and I don't want to detail the other, like I even hate going through these things because I know some of the people that people hate have gone through some of them, which I talked about these before them. Like she was in this apartment she didn't pay anything for, and it was like $160,000. She pretended to have mold. Every single step of her career, she's pretended to be one thing. She's exploited it, cashed in, using her black woman status, and then flipped to the other side and cashed in on the other side. I like you guys probably have too, but having experienced personally how con artists who like make a living doing con artistry and like Sneaky Pete type shit, that's what she's doing. And maybe she's not an operative, but people recognize, obviously, because Ben Shapiro and them recognize the usefulness of a fucking black girl who doesn't give a fuck, right? Obviously, her gay husband, dude, her husband, that fraternity that he's in is known for debauchery. It's known for being these elitist kids they're in power. What they do is go get hammered and destroy expensive property. That's literally what her husband's fraternity is known for. And she talks in her podcast all the time. She demeans America. She says UK is so much better all the time. She's going to move to the UK. I guarantee that should be a bet on Polymarket. And I would put a lot of money on it right now. But that doesn't mean that I don't agree with some of the things she says. Like, right. I don't like her at all. I think she's an awful bitch. Erica Kirk, I don't dislike her. I don't trust her. I think she's weird. I think she's, my friend called her, is it Sammy Faye Baker? The woman who would, I think I'm getting the name wrong. But yeah, it's all very weird. But also, it doesn't matter what she does. It's been situated in a way where it's going to be framed as bad. But also, everything they did is weird. So you can believe both of those fucking things. And that's what pisses me off, is that you can't fucking be like, I think all of this is crazy, because everybody wants to be like, either you're with them or the Fed slop. I'm just like, fuck all of you. Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
The worst shit I think about the Fed slop is that it was our term. And it was this term that, if anything, I feel like slightly more sophisticated people that have actually looked into conspiracies and stuff and read a few books will be like, well, that's just the low tier. That's like the low tier, the Gen Pop, what everyone's fucking saying. That's the Fed slop. And this has become this thing, though, now where the normies, the people who are normies, like, or maybe some people in like this transitionary period where they're like normies 5 minutes ago, and there's something they just can't comprehend, like as if you're talking to somebody of like 101 statism type stuff, like they can't even comprehend the concept of like, applying rights equally across the board over whether you have a badge or not, and then their mind just get complete. God, where was I fucking going with that? I totally
the normies, though, you're right, though.
Oh, so you normies. Like so the normies now, they'll say it Fed slop, and all it means is something they don't understand. Right. So they'll be like, that's just stupid. I can't comprehend that. It's Fed slop. And so because Candace is confidently repeating it, they go, therefore,
how brilliant
this
is she, though, to position herself? If she says... So if she says that Charlie told her that he runs by streetlights and they go out, and that he went to an X-Men school, and if you say, well, that's crazy, then she's made it to where if you say that's I have a question about that, then you are supporting the Fed slop. I mean, that's how powerful this woman has become because of what, like, that's why I say we should be careful about the power we're giving them, which, by the way, Erica said the same thing about the streetlights. And I'm just like, are we really going to continue pretending this isn't some fucking pickup artist shit? He's told 24 women that shit. Okay. That's totally pickup artist shit, because streetlights fucking go out all the goddamn time. Okay. We all walk by streetlights.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if these two are in fucking cahoots the way this is working out perfectly for everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know.
I love that,
but,
actually.
I mean, you look at I think this is kind of, we see this dynamic play out a lot with a lot of this Epstein list stuff. We'll see like the Michael Tracy's of the world respond and be like, here, see this email. It says they claimed that they were eating babies on Saturday, but they were doing this other thing, so they weren't eating babies on Saturday. Meanwhile, it's like, okay, but like, I'm more concerned about whether they're eating babies, not whether they were eating babies on specifically Saturday. And you're like, well, I disproved this one specific thing, so now it's cast doubt on the whole thing. And that's kind of what... It seems like Candace, the role she's playing, and I am hesitant to be like poo-poo that, because it does feel like censorial, I guess, in this idea of like, oh, we can't ask questions, but at the same time, it's also like, obviously, let's be real.
But we should question the conspiracy theorist also. Yeah. Like, we should fucking also question the conspiracy, and that's been my problem. And like, that's why Twitter to me is, I understand how to be good at Twitter. I just like, it's just also disingenuous to me that I can't. I don't like attacking people relentlessly. It gets exhausting to me, and that's how people get popular on Twitter, and that's the model. That's the incentive. And you meet people in person, and it's like, you're the person who just attacks people. You don't, like, you're such a nice guy in person, right? But it's an unfortunate perverse incentive. But yeah, like, we should question everyone. And Candace does the whole thing where. And she's good at this. Some people say she's stupid, she's smart. There's different kinds of smart and intelligence. She's obviously reading a script, in my opinion, but she's very smart at what she's very smart at exploiting. I think she's kind of just the craziest psycho bitch. I think. So I love that Milo was like a year ago is like Candace's husband's obviously gay. And Candace was promoting before that, you should marry gay guys for money. Like, she was promoting the idea of marrying gay guys for money. Then she marries
Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel, the only person you used to follow was Milo, right?
No, dude, really?
That's so funny.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And Austin told me that JD Vance said that Peter Thiel convinced him he wasn't gay.
Yeah, that's funny.
No way.
Dude, I talked.